Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series X-Men Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure wave. This is Maggot. So before I get into the review, first I want to send a big thank you to ToySnowman.com. They are a Canadian-based retailer in Canada, of course. But I had a pre-order in for the X-Men wave, and I did get it shipped. So I have the whole complete wave if you guys have been following along with my other videos. We're almost to the end here. We have Maggot, then next will be Darwin. We'll go from there. So Toy Snowman, Canadian retailer again, so their prices on their website are going to be based on Canada dollar, Canadian dollar, not the US dollar, so be aware of that. I'll have a link in the video description below to give you a 5% off coupon code for new users that sign up for a new account. So use my referral link, get that 5% off coupon code in your Frost Reward section. Go from there. So link in the video description below, toysnowman.com. So here we have Maggot. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know anything about this character. I looked it up. Honestly, doesn't sound all that interesting to me. Now, when he was first announced, I saw a few people were pretty excited about it, or when it was teased, with the maggots were teased, people were excited. I don't know. He looks kind of cool though. It's interesting, you know, the maggots act as his digestive system, so they, you know, exit his body, they go eat things, and they return to his body, and then that's how he gets his nourishment and stuff like that. I guess that's kind of interesting, but not really. So again, here it's probably going to be a fairly quick video. I'm just going to talk about the figure and just kind of go through it quickly, and really that's it. So yeah. Anyway, X-Men logo, Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure up on the top corner. Artwork of Maggot right there, looking pretty cool. Back of the package. Bio reads, Maggot's mutant power is his 2 giant slugs. Oh, they're slugs. Why is his name Maggot, like, if they're slugs and not maggots? Like, it sounds like they do what maggots do. Okay, so anyway, Maggot's mutant power is his 2 giant slugs, Eenie and Meenie, that serve as his digestive system. So we've looked at all the figures in the wave. We have looked at Sabretooth, so we are on Maggot, and then next will be Darwin to put together Bonebreaker, which I'm very excited about. So we'll get right to it, and let's check out Maggot. Okay, so here's Maggot out of the package. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care a whole lot for this figure. It's got some problems. It's got something cool about it, but it's definitely got some problems. But anyway, here we have the head sculpt for the Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure, and as you can see here, we have the one single head sculpt with the glasses that can move up and down. Do they come off? No, well, I guess they could come off, but as you can see, it's kind of pegged into his temple there. So that's pretty cool that we can do that. Not bad. That looks pretty good. We'll take a look at him in the next couple of videos. But now we're going to look at Maggot, and I don't know. Because I don't know the character, he just doesn't seem all that interesting to me. I don't have a whole lot going for it. The slugs are kind of cool. I tried to get him in a certain pose based off some of the images of Maggot, but I couldn't do it because of the way that the maggots, the way the slugs are sculpted. You know, if they happen to have bendy wire or something, that would be really cool. I don't know if that's something that would really be feasible or not. But that would be really cool. Otherwise, you're pretty limited on how these slugs are gonna kind of go into places. Maybe if we had one flat out, it would be okay. It's just, as it is, it's kind of difficult. You know, you can get one to wrap around his arm and the other one to kind of go over his shoulder, just because of the arch of the slug. You know, I'm not really sure what else you could do. He can't really go onto his arm or anything, so that's difficult. He comes with this gun, but I don't know why I put it in his hand. Obviously, this is going to be for Bonebreaker. At first, I thought, I was like, wait, why the hell would he come with this gun that doesn't even grip into his hand? Oddly enough, though, you can fit it in there, and then you can get a finger in the trigger, but that's going to be for Bonebreaker. So not only do we get the head sculpt, we get this massive gun there as well. So let's get in for a closer look at Maggot. We'll look at his slugs first, then we'll look at the figure. Okay, so here's a close look at Maggot. So we'll take a look at his slugs. We'll kind of unwrap this one from his arm. So we'll take a look at this one first. They're done in this like bronze brownish color, and it's a rubber material, so it's kind of soft and pliable, but it does kind of stay in the formation that it was molded in. And then you get some red paint for the eyes there. You can see a little bit of the mouth there, the little legs that these things have. And that's it. Now, Maggot is linked psychically with these, and again, they are part of his digestive system, so that's how he brings in nourishment to his body. So if he is separated from his slugs, he would basically die. So we have that one, and then here we have the other one. They're basically the same, you know, just kind of posed, molded in different poses here. Same red eyes, same mouth, as you could see, the little legs and everything. Same bronze brown color, and not a whole lot else going to it. Again, it's a rubbery material. And that's it. But again, because of the curvature, I don't know really where else you could put them. You're going to put them on his shoulder. And that's kind of it. I mean, I think they molded it just right so it would fit on those large shoulders of this jacket. There. But looking at the head sculpt is pretty damn awesome, man. He's got like red eyes, and then his pupils are like this yellowish color. Just looks really good. And they, of course, use the digital print for his face. So for the eyebrows, the teeth, the lips, and everything just came out looking really clean, and looks really good. A little bit of hair up there, but not a whole lot. But yeah, the head sculpt is the best thing about this. There are some new pieces going on here with Maggot, like these arms are going to be new and they are pinless. The legs are reused. These from the Hercules body that came in the is it the Avengers Infinity War Thanos Build-A-Figure? No. Infinity War Thanos or Endgame Thanos? I want to say Endgame Thanos. That first Hercules figure that came out, not the retro-carded one. So the same legs, same boots. Kneecaps are different, though, so these kneecaps are probably new. But it's still pinned because, you know, those are old legs that we got there. A little bit of yellow on the belt buckle. The tank top that he's wearing is painted white, so that does look a little bit cheap when you do that because this is the same torso as Hercules as well. But the arms they had to make new because he had to get these sleeved shoulders and arms in there. The jacket shoulder piece, it lifts up there, so it allows for movement of his arm, which is good. It doesn't rotate along with it or anything like that, so just a heads up on that. But yeah. There he is. I mean, he's just okay. Again, I have absolutely no connection to the character, and I have no real interest in the character at all. You guys can let me know down in the comments below why you guys might like him, but for me, I just, yeah, no. But let's zoom out for the articulation. Okay, so Maggot can look all the way down, which is good. He can look up pretty much all the way, which is great. You could get a full rotation. Chin hits the collar of a jacket. You just kind of have to rework it if you want to do. Tiny bit of pivot going on in the neck. Really not a whole lot. The arm is going to go out that much. Again, you can't really get a full rotation because of the design of these shoulder pads as part of the jacket. So you can move it around as much as you need, but again, not going to be able to get all the way up. This is a funky ass shoulder, the way they have to get it to come out far from the figure to accommodate the jacket. It's just really weird. Just a heads up on that. There is an upper bicep swivel in there though, and it's such a large bicep. It's just, again, oddly placed, and it just works out really weird. Double jointed pinless elbow, which is good. You get that much bend at the elbow, which is fantastic. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge. Standard horizontal hinge there. We have an ab crunch on this guy, but he's got a jacket, so you're not going to get crazy amount of movement going back, but forward, not bad. Again, see back because the jacket just hits his legs. Can't really do anything with that. Waist swivel in there. Jacket just kind of gets in the way. Legs go out that far apart, which isn't a terribly large amount. He can kick forward really well though. Leg does go back, but I mean, jacket gets in the way, so not really a whole lot of use. Their upper thigh cut in there, double jointed knee that gives you that much bend, and again, there are pins in the knee. There is a boot swivel. Foot hinges all the way down. Good amount of hinge going up. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So again, the legs and boots and the torso are reused from that first Hercules figure. Knee pads are new, and then the arms are going to be all new. But yeah, just nothing too exciting for me, but again, you guys may feel differently. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so here is Maggot with the rest of the wave. Sabretooth, Wolverine, Havoc, Maggot, Vulcan, and Siren. Again, I mean, I don't know. I guess from a toy perspective, you know, he kind of looks pretty cool, but again, just nothing about him really interests me all that much. If you caught the Tuesday Night Live with Unparalleled Universe Wade, he was talking about this wave and how it's just not that exciting of a wave because it's all repaints and whatnot. And he's right. I mean, we get the newer female figure but essentially, again, a repaint. Havoc is a repaint and very little paint on top of that with just a new head sculpt. Wolverine is a repaint, of course, but, you know, Wolverine figure, I get it. I get it. Sabretooth, you know, while there might be some new stuff, a lot of it is repaint. Vulcan, again, is still going to be the highlight because he is on a brand new standard body mold that Hasbro will be using going forward for certain characters and whatnot. So that is very exciting. But the rest of the wave has been real lackluster, and I'm not really looking all that forward to Darwin. I really not even familiar with Darwin. The most I know about him is the character that was in X-Men First Class, the movie. You know, so they didn't really do a whole lot with Darwin in the movie. And the figure, again, is extremely lackluster, being a repaint of the Pizza Spider-Man body mold. So it's just been tough. Where at first, you know, I was excited to get the wave and stuff, but as I'm looking at the figures and starting to get them in, I'm like, oh, well, not so much. But the big payoff is going to be for Bonebreaker. And so I guess from that standpoint, I'd be happy, you know, having Bonebreaker and building him, because I think he's going to be freaking awesome. But at the sacrifice of the other figures in the wave. I mean, Havoc, you can give it a pass because the other Havoc is pretty damn old now, so you may not have it. It's got the crown head. I don't even know what you would call it. That's what I think a lot of people were looking for. Another Wolverine, sure. But some of these other figures are going to be, you know, easy passes for folks. But, you know, I think Vulcan, again, is going to be the big seller. But anyway, I'm rambling on at this point. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you think of the Maggot figure. There's some good things about it. You know, the newly sculpted arms. The jacket is kind of cool. There's some texture to it, so that, you know, that's not bad. But it's just, to me, it's just not really that exciting of a figure. The head sculpt is done phenomenally, though. They did a really good job. So there is some good there, just not a whole lot of great. But again, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.